Hello there, it's Rich here from Serious Cricket, and today we're going to look through the Kookaburra 2021 Cricket Bat range. Okay, so we are Kahunering. Moving to our greenery. Well, we love a bit of greenery. So this shape has been around since 2001. Ricky Ponting designed shape, which moves beautifully into Joss Buttler's hands now in the current England team, and he's a bit of a superstar. So what I'm going to do is hand over to Neil and we'll find out some technical specifications on this little baby.
Great, Rich. Yeah, as you say, Kahuna, iconic bat, been around for a long time, probably a good reason for it. You'll see in the back the profile, longest spine in the Kookaburra range, also benefits from a really good middle sweet spot. But let's check that out with the bat mallet to make sure we're convinced by that.
Does what it says on the tin.
Yeah, that's really good. You can feel the springiness and you can hear the sound. Really good mid sweet spot in the bat.
Would you say that's a forgiving one though? Because sometimes a spine.
Well, a lot of that is you see that in the profile. So we can see where we've got the spine here. We've still got some really big chunky edges all the way through. So it is forgiving if you're hitting the ball slightly off centre, which unless
most of us are going to do.
Most of us are going to do. Yeah. So you've got quite a lot of wood in the back of the bat there that's off centre, which is really going to help. Other than the profile, it's been updated with new stickers for 2021.
Yeah.
You know, any bat that's been around for 20 years, they're obviously doing something right.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What are we thinking about grip here?
Well, it's the Apex grip.
Oh yeah. Anything different with that? Looks just like got a lot of Y's in it, isn't it?
Yeah, it has. If you look at
a Y one way and a Y the other. Maybe that's why do you choose this bat? Who knows?
Who knows? I like it though.
Good.
Feel comfortable. Is that one you'd use?
It is, because I think the weight range is about my weight in my area.
Well, that's a good point. Weight range in the Kahuna comes between 2.8 and 2.10.
Okay.
So that is the most popular weight range that we sell online and in store. It's a really popular weight range in adult bats. So it's no surprise that this bat's been around for a long time, because they make it in the weight range that most people are looking for. Grade to willow, it comes in every grade of willow from grade 1 all the way down. So you'll be able to find a Kahuna that works for you in the right grade of willow and probably at the right price point.
So there are some other options, I think, Neil, in this Kahuna family. Where do we go first?
Let's go big.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, so first up, we've got to find out why it's big, isn't it? So weight range for this particular big one is 212 to 3 pounds, but there is a small caveat to this. Whereas the normal regulation Kahuna can go in all the different grades, this one is only a grade 3 English willow, so it's at the lower end of the market, but as you can see it is massive and it's going to suit those big hitters, isn't it? Okay, so we've got big. What's next? Oh, I see we've gone light, like a light beer. So we've gone lighter in colour, again on this particular version, and also what we need to make a real note of here with the light one is we've got a shorter blade and a longer handle. So let's just have a little look at that. So you have got a noticeably shorter handle than the normal Kahuna there. So this weight range here is between 2.6 and 2.8. And again, the caveat is
just comes in the grade 3 willow, but really good lightweight pickup. Same bat profile, just slightly less blade, longer handle.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right, I suppose we better come down to who does this suit. So what are your thoughts on who you think it suits?
Okay, so I'm probably slightly biased with this one. I've used Kahuna over the last few years. as my own personal bat, mainly because of that weight range. 2.8 to 2.10, perfect pickup for me. And it's the right shape for me. So I would say your standard Kahuna Pro, in whatever grade of willow you go for, is going to be a good all-rounders bat, good stroke players bat. You should be able to find one that suits. Big Kahuna, not for me. That's going to be someone that's looking to clear the ropes, dynamic player, wants to literally hit everything out the park, and the big Kahuna is really going to suit that. Word of caution, you're going to need to be strong enough to use that. I don't think that's going to be for a youngster coming through. It's going to be for someone with power, someone that's strong, because at a starting weight of 212, 213,
it's heavy.
It's a big bat.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Well, what I like about the Kahuna is it's balanced all the way up and down. So I think you're not having weight in one area over another. So I think for the heavier and the lighter bats, I think that transitions really well.
Yeah, the light bat in particular, that weight range is unusual in an adult bat. So if we've got some youngsters out there who are going from a Harrow into their first short handle, then I would recommend the Kahuna Light, because that's going to be a really good transitioning bat in terms of weights, and from getting into a Harrow into the size of a short handle, but not being too heavy that it sacrifices any technique. So for me, the Kahuna Light, you've got the 20 years of history. That's a great bat for someone just getting into a short handle.
Yeah, I think so, and also maybe a smaller adult as well. I think that works really well.
What about you? Would you use one of these?
See, I would use a Kahuna. I like it for the balance and the pickup. Would like a little bit more weight down the bottom, but for me, I would still give that a try, because again, when you pick up a bat, or you're choosing your bat, you're always going to tap a few and you're going to find out which is the best bit of wood.
I'd say the Kahuna range, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a bat, 2.8 to 2.10, there's a reason why it's been around for 20 years. It's a good bat.
It's a good bat. Okay, don't get scared. We're looking for a ghost. So, first up, as you'd imagine a ghost to be dressed, all in white, and she is. Looking beautiful. Currently used by Steve Smith's apprentice, Marnus Labuschagne. Right, it's white, it's beautiful. Let's see what the technical specifications are for this little beauty.
So, technical specs for the Ghost, very traditional profile still, reasonably high spine, reasonable. It's the shape that you expect to see now, where you've got some big thick edges.
Yeah.
Even though it comes in a light bat range, 2.8.5 to 2.10.5 is probably the weight range for the Ghost. So I've got to be honest, it's very similar to the Kahuna.
Yes.
Very similar shape to the Kahuna, very similar weight range to the Kahuna. Grip though, with player's grip.
Oh yeah, a little bit of grippiness and a little bit
Ghost.
in the middle as well, isn't it?
And I say the main fundamental difference though is where the sweet spot is.
Okay.
Ghost should be slightly lower down. Okay. So let's have a look with a bat mallet. Yeah, so you could hear and see really good middle, slightly lower.
Yeah.
Mid to low, I'd say, probably going to suit a front foot player.
Okay.
That's your
technical spec.
That's your spec for your Ghost. What do you think?
Well, I think we've got a couple of others in the family, haven't we?
More ghosts in the cupboard.
Yeah, we've got more ghosts. I don't know what they're all called. I forget from Ghostbusters. So we've got some bad news, and but good news for us. The bigger ghost, the obscene ghost, flew out the door the other day. We couldn't find it, or secretly it's been sold. But we do have the light version.
What were the differences between the big ghost?
Oh, that's a good question.
Why has that one gone out the door?
Well, it's gone out the door. It must be a bit bigger. It's a bit heavier. So weight range of sort of 212 to £3. It's just a bigger version of that bat, but obviously, like the others in this range, it's grade 3 English Willow. So it's whether that one it weighs off for you.
So the obscene ghost is your big version of your standard Ghost, grade 3 English Willow, but you've got the weight range of 212 to £3.
Yeah.
Okay. But we do have something else.
Oh, we do. We've got the light one. Now the light one's a bit more interesting, isn't she? She is, and I should show you this as well in comparison So we've got a small difference here in the weight range there, but the most important difference is the length of the blade is much shorter, so therefore you get a little bit more wood, whereas you're trying to lose a little bit of wood to keep the weight range. We've got a funky handle, and I say funky because what I'm going to do is just show you here, it's a little bit of a thinner handle. So basically they've taken some wood and some weight out of the handle, giving you a little nobule at the end here to use. It's got the same grip, and again same balance, same weight distribution, but this one weight ranges from 2.6 to 2.8, grade 3 English willow. It's very similar now across the Kookaburra range. They're going to do that in another one.
If you had to choose which one, what one would you use?
So for me, I quite like the shape of this. So I like this shape. I like that feel. I feel it's got a little bit of a concave effect here, and for me, I like a bit more of a balanced pickup. So I would, again, I don't mind the shape. I'd probably give it a try and tap it and see if there was a nice bat in that range, and if there was, I'd be tempted because the weight's about right for me. But I think if there was another piece of wood in another...
Okay, you better hand that one over then.
No.
I have a slight confession. I do actually have the Kookaburra Ghost in my kit bag. I used this throughout 2020 in the games that we could play, and it will be in my bag again for 2021. So I like the profile, slightly lower than the Kahuna, although not much difference. I think this suits most people. It's a good all-rounders bat. The weight range 2.8.5 to 2.10.5, somewhere around about there. That's going to suit most players. I think the light version, again, similar to the light version in the Kahuna, really good for young players. Anyone that's coming from a Harrow into a short-handled bat, get yourself into the light option as you go, as you get there. I think for the people looking to hit it out the park, who've got the strength, that's when you can consider the obscene Ghost, but you've got to be strong enough to be able to pick that up and use it.
Okay, be careful everybody, there's a beast about. First viewings, we've got a bit of orange in the bat. And then we have a funky grip as well, which again we'll talk about a little bit later. Glenn Maxwell is currently using this, but be careful everybody, this one's got some history. 2005, Brett Lee used this in the Ashes, but in 2006 it was part of the Kookaburra range with the graphite on the back of the bat, had some stickers on it that was banned by the MCC. So let's have a little pass this over to Neil so he can talk to us about the technical specifications of the newly revamped beast.
Thanks Rich. Again, good high spine in the back of the bat there, slightly concave shape with a duckbill shape at the bottom there though, going to quite a narrow toe to enable more wood throughout the middle of the bat, really in the hitting zone. Being the beast, you'd expect it to have a fair bit of wood in there, so that when you strike the ball, centre or slightly off centre, should be reasonably forgiving, you should get reasonable performance. Let's have a look with a mallet. Pretty good. Good mid swell point, I'd say.
Been quite consistent with across all the range, hasn't it? Really?
Yeah. Again, I'd say the profile is quite similar still to the Kahuna that we saw earlier. It's a popular shape from Kookaburra. Again, weight range comes in 2.8 to 2.10. We know that is the most popular weight range that we sell, whether that be in the shop or online. 2.8 to 2.10, most popular weight range.
All grades does
well. All grades of willow in the Pro Beast, from grade 1 all the way through, so there'll be a grade of willow in that weight range that will suit you and your budget. Okay, let's have a quick look at the grip.
Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it?
Bit different. It's a silicone grip, previously seen on the Concept 20.
Okay.
Let's actually have a little roll down of it, and then what we'll see is we expose underneath what's actually a very well branded Kookaburra sticker wrap that goes on the handle, so that when the silicone grip is then applied, you can see the funky graphics through it.
Yeah, okay.
Quite a cool new idea, I think.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Only thing I would say, it could be a little bit, certainly in the junior bats, it's a little bit more slippy, but it's still going to give us the good grip, and actually it's quite cool and funky.
Yeah.
Very different.
Okay. So we've got a couple of other members of the family. We've got the big beast and the light beast. Let's go big first. Neil, talk us through what differences you can tell us about.
Aesthetically, you've got the very different graphics.
Oh yes, definitely.
Different colours.
Yes.
Which make them stand out. However, the primary difference, as you can see there in the chunkiness in the bat, is the amount of wood in the big beast. So again, the big beast is going to range from £2.12 up to £3.
Okay.
It's going to be for your strong big hitters, compared to the traditional £2.8 to £2.10 in the Pro Beast version, or in the normal beast.
We get this one in a grade 3 too, don't we? It doesn't come in any.
Only comes in a grade 3 willow.
Yeah.
Really for the big hitters.
Cool. Okay, let's go for the light beast. Have a little look again, and there's definitely some differences in the stickers there.
Yeah, again, aesthetically different colourways, same stickers. Most noticeable difference is the blade lengths.
Yes.
So again, they're able just to take out that little bit of wood, which makes it a lighter bat. Weight range 2.6 to 2.8.
Yeah.
Perfect again for anybody that's just getting coming from a harrow bat into a short handle. That's going to be really comfortable weight and a light balanced pickup for any junior going into a short handle bat.
Grade 3 again?
Grade 3 English willow.
Yeah. Also, must remember, light bat and the big beast have a counterbalance handle in them. So that's just offsets either the size with the big beast and the light beast, obviously, for not to. I suppose we've got to come down to it, haven't we? Would you use it?
You want to go first?
Go on then, no problems. Right, so let's have a little play. Again, as you say, this is just very similar shape to most of the others. Reasonably sort of middle to high swell it looks like and appears on this one. So for me, I'm going to say nice balance, really like it, but I think I could find something that's a little bit more suited to my style of play with a bit more wood down the bottom.
I was
pleasantly surprised.
Pleasantly surprised. I think when you hear the word beast, you think it's going to be a really big, chunky sleeper, railway sleeper of a bat. But actually, the pickup for me, I find really good, really balanced, really lightweight. I was surprised by that. It's probably not quite the shape for me. As you probably, if you've seen any of the other videos, I'd probably opt for a Ghost or a Kahuna. However, I'd be more than happy to use this purely on the pickup, and that's actually really important when you're choosing a bat. It's all about the balance and the pickup and the performance, not necessarily the stickers or what it's called.
Yeah. Okay, careful everybody, it's going to get pacey in here. Right, first up, let's have a little look. Colour is blue. Slight change in grip that we're going to notice, we'll talk about in a minute. But just very blue, isn't it? Very blue. A little bit of black. Neil, it's time to talk through some technical specifications.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, come on, what's going on?
So, this is the lightest bat in the Kookaburra range with the standard blade length.
Yeah.
So, what you'll notice is it's a normal blade, standard. The other bats in the family have a shorter blade length to create the lightness, whereas this is the bat that has a normal bat length, light pickup.
Cool.
Got a high spine, reasonably cut away to create that lightness. They've taken a bit of wood out of there to create that lightweight pickup. However, I would say it still comes with pretty chunky edges. So even if we're not hitting dead centre, we should still find it reasonably forgiving on the side there. We'll have a go with the bat mallet.
Yeah. Where do you reckon the middle is on this one?
I'd say slightly lower, mid to low area, somewhere around about there. It felt pretty good, which is probably backed up by the willow,
where the willow is,
in the back there. Comes with a wave grip.
Yes.
Quite like that.
Yeah. It
right, it's very, very blue.
It is, isn't it? It is a bit blue. Get your glasses on.
I think this is going to suit, because of the pickup in it.
Yes.
This is going to suit certainly juniors coming from a Harrow into an adult bat.
Yeah.
The weight range 2.6 to 2.8, that's the lowest you're ever going to find in a short-handled adult bat. So,
and that promotes younger players, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it'd be quite popular in the women's game.
Yeah.
Players that are coming through, people that are still developing their strength, players that don't want to ruin their technique at this stage and just trying to find a bat that really suits. They're the key benefits, I'd say.
And one of the other real benefits for this is you can get this across the whole of the grade range on the Willow too, aren't you?
Yeah, you can find a grade of Willow to suit. So from the pro level grade range all the way back down. So if you want a lightweight bat, it's probably a good one to go for.
It is. How about you? Would you use it?
I actually think it's probably slightly too light for me.
Yeah.
I think I'd want a little bit more wood in it. It does pick up really nicely, but for me, I'd probably opt for a Kahuna or a Ghost.
Yeah. See, I was one of those that used a Power Spot lightweight when I was coming through as a younger cricketer. So for me, I would have used that. I would have found that really useful. So yeah, would get a thumbs up from me. Okay, team, we've had a look at all the bats, but we thought we'd give you a little bit of a summary. So, one of the things that we noticed, probably above all others, is with our Beast, Kahuna, and our Ghost, all seem to be fairly similar in the profile and shape.
Yeah, I don't think between the three of them, there's not too much to choose from in terms of the weight distributions. They all come in 2.8 to 2.10.
Yeah.
Profile's very similar. They've all got a light option. They've all got a big option.
Yeah.
If you're coming in store, you'd be able to pick up and see the different profiles and the margins that you would get in a bat. However, that said, it comes in such a good weight range. We know it's a popular weight range choice. There's something there for everyone. That's why Kookaburra are a good all-round option for most people. Yeah. And we sell a lot of Kookaburra bats.
Yeah, if you're buying a lot of stuff online, this is a really good place to go. You've got three pretty similar options here throughout that family. You're going to do pretty well, aren't you?
Interestingly for us was the lightweight option of the Pace.
Yes.
That seems to sit slightly outside the family trees of having a light option, a normal shape option, and a big option.
Yeah.
It's on its own, just as a lightweight bat. You've also got 3 lightweight options in each family to consider. So there's a lot of similarities in there. 2.8 to 2.10 we know is the most popular weight range for people. That's probably why they've got consistently a good range in those weights.
Yeah, I think so. And I think the other thing is that shorter blade in each area with a light bat doesn't quite marry quite so easily, because quite often other manufacturers have made that a more heavy bat or a T20 style bat, and yeah, it does just get a bit confusing.
I think it comes down to you're not going to go very wrong with this range. It's a good all-round option, something there for everybody. Often we get people come in and say to us, I'm really a front foot player, I play on this type of wicket. Actually within this range, you're not going to go too wrong.
We hope you liked that. If you did, please hit the lovely thumbs up icon. Do subscribe, because we've got more videos coming to our channel, and also if you've got a comment, stick it below. We look forward to seeing you sometime soon.